and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Giants going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offensive backfield.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's got room. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Jackson with a grab over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Kaiser to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Shepard. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 46. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Kaiser now from the 50. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. third and short yardage. Kaiser. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And good yardage as he gets this one. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Kaiser on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Here's Kaiser. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Let's see if they can do it here. They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they try the right side here. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Bills have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And he puts it through. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser now on second down. He's got his man. This is Doxson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Got three! Ohio! Ohio!
On first and 10, Kaiser. Finding room to the 20. Throw left side complete. It's James. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Shift together here from the D-line. Kaiser going to try the sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there as he kept it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deshaun Kaiser, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now a handoff looking right. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And some room to work. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, hot.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll set up to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, going back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the catch, this is Jonathan Stewart. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Patriot! All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
This is Cohen. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Ivory. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake, Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lewis. 15 yards through the air on a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Again, it's Cohen. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 1, 9, run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
Kaiser here looking to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking it.